Hey YouTube, my name is Kenny. Today's video is going to be all about the Banshees and what we're going to be doing with them. So if you've been checking out this channel, you've known that I've come across two Banshees, a 2005 and I have a 92. And originally in my last videos, I was talking about the plans that I'm going to be having for these two machines. However, the plan has changed a bit. It's changed. It was written in pencil. I've erased it and now I'm writing this one down in stone. All right, so once again, thank you for checking out these videos. Right here, we have my 05 Banshee sitting right here behind me. And we're gonna talk about what we're gonna actually do with this machine and where it's gonna be going in the future. And then hopefully none of these plans change and everything sticks the same. We're gonna build this machine from bottom up together, and we're gonna do the same thing with the 92. However, this video is just gonna be a quick rundown of the plans for both of them. And you all let me know what you think. So 2005 Yamaha Banshee. So my plans for this one is to change a lot of things up. I finally decided that what I'm going to do actually is keep this one blue and then do some custom colors to it and make it look amazing. I do have some ideas of some YFZs that I found online. Well, actually my buddy found them for me online, and you know, he and I talk a lot about these quads, and it's going to be a new school look on an old school quad. So right now, what you're seeing is everything's going to be changed. We're going to be running some bead locks on here. We're going to have some color coordinated wheels. Well, wheels. We're going to have some color coordinated Nerf bars, frame. It is going to be having long travel shocks in the front. And these shocks on here are actually good. The springs are junk, so we're going to repurpose those for the other project. I do have brand new plastics in the mail. It's going to be getting a different seat cover. It's not going to stay stock. This one's going to be completely different. These bars are the OEM ones. We're going to take those actually off. Those are going to go onto the other quad as well. The exhaust here is going to go onto the other quad. Basically, this one is going to be the one that I plan on doing my 421 stroker. So yeah, 421 stroker, 4 mil, and you all let me know what I should do with it or what you all think I should do with it. Now I do some trail riding, but this is gonna be the one that I like to just like rip around and play in. So I'm debating on a Cub setup, but you know, the servo setup is gonna be pretty good because you know, I do ride in the woods, but this is gonna be my all around quad. So it's gonna do a whole bunch of things. We're going to do something different with the front bumper, probably go with aftermarket lights. I don't know if these are cheap eBay ones or anything. They do look like the covers that used to go on here have been broken off. They're super cheap filling, so I might do something with a little bit more power. I think I'm going to run the DC conversion on here so I can actually have headlights that do not flicker or go up and down with the revving because of the stator. We're going to see about that. The shocks. Let's talk about the shocks real quick. All right, so the shocks that I'm going to be running on this setup right here are these actual YFZ 450R front shocks. I think they're at about 18 inches, a little bit over 18 inches. And the actual shock size that belongs on here after you do long travel with the Alba front A-arms is 17.5, I think. So I've already talked to the guy at Joe Gaga. I don't really know how to say it. I'm gonna post the name right here. I've already talked to Kevin down there and we've talked about what we're gonna do with these shocks. He is going to get them resprung for my weight, front shocks and rear. And both of that, all that getting done right now, it's gonna be cheaper for me to get some Legacy, I think Elka Legacies. I know the stage 3 is what a lot of people wanna run, but it's not what I wanted to do. First, the red, I didn't want to have to deal with that because of my custom colors, but his setup is going to be great. So we're going to be sending those off to him in the next couple weeks. This machine is going to have some amazing suspension. This is the one that's not beat up and not clapped out like the other one. The other one has some, So we're going to send those shocks off and get those redone. These ones are going to be repurposed for that machine over there. And like I said, we're going to be getting that one closer to stock than what. And we're going to be getting that one back to stock-ish. And we'll talk about what I mean by stock-ish later. Then let's talk about the rest of the plans for here. So we've already talked about the motor plans. I think I'm going to run like a I don't know if there's a 30 or a 32 carb. I want to keep the bottom end, you know, just like everything else. When you go too large on one side, you'll get more top end, but you'll sacrifice bottom end. You go too small, you have bottom end, but you can tell it's starving for fuel up top. So I am going to be running pods on this machine right here, and we're going to have oversized carbs. I'm not sure if they even have a 30 or a 32, but that's something I'm going to be looking at. Remember, everything is going to be powder coated here. We have brand new plastics already ordered. One thing I do see is that there are no aftermarket, or they don't make OEM tank covers anymore in the blue. I really want the blue. So what I'm going to do is maybe order a couple of different aftermarket ones and see if any of them match. And if they do, that's what I'll recommend. If they don't do that, I'm going to just look for a set of just black ones or something, and I am going to see if I can get them color match vinyl wrapped. Wheels, as you see on this machine, like I said, we're going to get all this powder coated, but the wheels that you see on this machine here are the aluminum wheels that were on it earlier. I did, once I decided that I was going to go back factory, what I did was take this wheel off because it had a leak. Yeah, it had a very small leak. So right here, around the ring right here, once you inflated it and I put a little bit of soap on there, it leaked there. And I figured, well, why the heck, if I'm gonna go ahead and have it off there, might as well dress it up and get it powder coated like what it's gonna be when it goes down there on the 92. So I went ahead and did that, put it back on there, did the same thing for that one. It looks absolutely amazing, you know, compared to the front ones. Like I said, this whole 92 setup, I mean, this whole 2005 setup is gonna be different than the 92. 92 is gonna have white on it. And if you haven't seen one, you'll see what they look like by the end of this video. The exhaust, the FMF exhaust, I am going to put on the 92. This is why I say stock-ish. But as you see, like right here, I don't know if that is buffed out or what, or if I'm just going to I mean, it looks like it's gone. So I don't know if there's anything that I can do with that besides blasting this whole setup and then Cerakoting the whole thing black and giving it that OEM black look that I'm looking for. So that's part of the plan. But yeah, now that we know what we're going to be doing with this one, we'll get over here. Got my friends with Suzuki over there. We're going to be getting over here and looking at the 92. Yeah, there is frozen snow on this. I did have the wheels off, had it outside, out of my little shed area because I don't have a huge shop like everyone else. I had it inside of my shed. Took it out to get the wheels off, and using my tire changer and all that stuff. I didn't get it done at night. Weather, temperature dropped, woke up in the morning, there was snow. Now here we are. But I'm going to make a video about how I prep these rims and make them look a lot better, because like they do have a lot of nicks and they're beat up a little bit. But I'm going to show you what I do exactly to make them look a lot better. They're not brand new, but they look a lot better than what they did before. But let's get down here to the 92. All right, so here's the Banshee, the 92 that I'm gonna be working on. This is my other little shed, this actual storage. Got my pull parts in there, got my mower and things like that. But we got the Banshee sitting right here, still looking good. This machine is going to go back down to where a 92 should look like. So if you haven't seen a 92, you'll be seeing one right here. I mean, they look absolutely great with the white wheels on them, and they had the white plastics with the sky blue seat, tank cover, and radiator shrouds. I mean, the fresh aluminum colored frame is definitely, it just looks great. And it's 92, so it is antique, and I am going to rebuild one of these. So plastics right here, I'm going to take them off. All the plastics, the white ones and the blue ones, are probably going to be for sale. These aren't really the best of anything. So if anybody just wanted some plastic to put on their machine, I'd probably give them to you for 50 bucks. If you wanted to pay for shipping, or if you were local, you can have them. The blue ones I might probably sell for like $200. They have a small little crack in the front, but I'm not going to really mess with much of that. This one is going to get the OEM heel guards back on it. Brand new white plastics. Then we're going to do the sky blue look. We have the white rims that are going to go in the back, the white rims that are going to be going up front, as well as we're going to drop the swing arm back in where it's supposed to be. We're going to rebuild this motor back to where it's stock, open it up, build everything back up, keep it low, maybe just do a cleanup port, nothing crazy. Try to keep the OEM controls all across this whole machine here. And the DG exhaust is actually going to come off here in the next couple weeks. I am going to be posting that for sale as well because I have another set of pipes coming in the mail. So those other pipes that are going to be coming in the mail are going to be going on that quad up there, and then I'm going to be doing unboxing and a revealing of those once that time comes. But the DGs are going to come off and go for sale. I am going to polish them up and probably check out the silencers and make them look, make sure they're okay, because one of the seals is the best in the silencer. It kind of blows exhaust out the back and out the front. So I'm just going to make sure all that looks good before I sell somebody some junk. But yeah, this one here has wide A-arms, Albas. They're going to come off. I'll probably blast those and everything and get those really cleaned up as well. And those are going to be going for sale. The swing arm, of course, is going to be going for sale, or I'll trade it with a stock length one. I'm not sure if my axle's any wider, or if I have Nerf bars, or sorry, if my axles are any wider, or if I have wheel spacers or anything. But I would assume that since the front's wider, the rear has been widened as well. I'm going to be looking for a new seat with a cushion, and we're going to just figure out what we're going to be doing with the sky blue stuff. I have some ideas in my head to take this thing back. So what we're going to be doing is, so you all let me know, what do you all think? Like, where's the line between taking things back down to stock-ish versus making them like factory, like OEM cars? Like if you get an antique vehicle, seats and stuff aren't really made, so somebody might reupholster the seats to look like they're OEM. Is that still considered OEM, or are they just aftermarket? I don't really know where to put this or classify that. But this machine is not going to have OEM plastics. That's one of the things that I have an issue with that I can't understand. White plastics, you can get new. I got a whole new set of blue plastics for like 600 bucks from Rocky Mountain ATV. Then I look online on eBay, and somebody's got a set of used on there for like 900 bucks. I'm not understanding it. I just not understanding it. So we're going to get brand new white plastics on the 92. We're going to be having, like I said, the sky blue, dress everything up. I'm going to do as much reading and looking as I can to figure out, you know, colors, get things color matched, to make sure things look as they should. This machine is going to be stock, so I am going to keep the stock carbs for that. And originally I was thinking about going up the size to the 28s on this, but now I'm going to do like a 30 or a 32, keep the stock ones as well. But yeah, that's my plan for right now. You all let me know what you think, if it's a good idea, if it's not a good idea. This is going to be the more quad that I want, you know, custom suspension, wheels, things like that. That's going to be the 92 that I just showed you all. All right, everyone, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Many videos coming in the future.